What back live in Twitch with Grand Tactician the Civil War with a Confederate 1861 start. And with our last episode, we had just ended up with a grand battle here in the Nashville area of Tennessee where we had fought off the first wave of these, looks like 3 or 4 federal corps coming in from the Tennessee River into the Nashville area. And we had just won a battle here against that corps, but I believe that we do still have a couple of more corps that we need to deal with. So we've got the Army of Mississippi coming in closer. We're going to continue to bring them in. And we're going to continue bringing in the Army of Kentucky, and I believe they are force marching. Their readiness is good, so let's make sure that they are continuing to force march. How is our Fort Nashville doing here? They're doing pretty good. And we also, let's swing back up here to Virginia. Now, we've also got this large concentration of forces, federal forces coming across North Virginia here. Let's see, there's 21,000 there. There's so about 50 to 60,000 that's coming across there toward the or they may be coming down this way. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to stop the movement of the Army of Northern Virginia. Let's have them halt just for a second till we determine which direction these guys are going. They may be coming down along the western shore of the Rappahannock River, so let's not get too hasty here, and let's bring General Stewart further along this way. We may meet them over here. Okay, and I'm going to let General Beauregard stay where he is and continue to get his corps back up to a reasonable readiness here. So we've got a pretty good battle going here. Now, there are more corps. This is only about a third of the Union Army. I know they've got more corps around here somewhere. So let's not get too hasty here. They've had a habit in Northern Virginia of moving in one direction and getting me to react that way and then swinging everybody back around to the other side of Virginia and coming at me that way. So we're going to just take our time here dealing with these guys. Okay, Longstreet, I want you to halt. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing. Let's bring Longstreet over here to the Rapidan Bridge, just in case we want him to cross the river. We've got A.P. Hill coming up to support as well. We'll bring him on up into Fredericksburg, the Fredericksburg area. It looks like they're hanging out at the crossroads. They may be trying to draw me into a battle. General Stewart, I want you to halt. Instead of heading down that way, I may bring you over here to see if we can spot those other corps. And in the meantime, let's see what's happening over here. Okay, so we've still got a battle going on over here. Well, let's go ahead and fight this battle in the meantime, because those other corps came in from Kentucky. So let's go ahead and fight this battle over here with what we've got. And it looks like we've still got some action brewing in Northern Virginia, so we may go ahead and do that next. Hope everybody's having a good day. I took off a little early from work this afternoon, so I was ready to get on home and try and get these 2 battles figured out. I've been waiting for a chance to fight this Kentucky corps, this Kentucky Army, for quite some time, so kind of excited about getting able to finally battle these guys down in Tennessee. Let's see. General Lee, I came into Pennsylvania with one of the finest brigades in the Army of Northern Virginia. Now my people are all gone. They have all been killed. Brigadier General Cadmus Wilcox. After Pickett's charge. What a waste. What a waste of life. I just can't imagine how they thought that charge was going to succeed. For the life of me. I just don't understand how they could have ever thought that was going to work. The Kentucky boys. This is the Army of Tennessee. Okay, let's get everybody spread out here so I can see what we've got. It looks like we are going to have to go on the attack. They're in charge of the objective, but the objective is not very far away. So let's get our army organized here. Who do we have here? So this is Hampton's brigade. I think I'm going to line Hampton up over here by this road. Let him come up that road and swing around this way here. Who do we have over here? This is Barksdale. All right, let's line Barksdale up right here. And we're just going to take our... Oh, wait, no, he's cavalry. Let's hold... let's see. Let's put Barksdale over here by this bridge. We may cross him over the river there. And then we've got General Stewart with his cavalry. I'm going to put him on the far right over here. No, wait. That is artillery. What am I thinking? We're going to put them right in the middle, and we're going to just slowly move them up the middle here. Actually, I'm going to bring them up behind Hampton over here. I'm going to line them up over here and let them come in behind Hampton. We will let Hawks move up the center here. We'll just slowly move him through these fields and through these forests right here up toward the objective. Maybe get him up to this fence line up here, and maybe we can get behind that fence. And we've got Cheatham. I'm going to let Cheatham come along behind Hampton. And we will have Loring will come along behind Halls here. And we should be getting reinforcements soon, so I don't want to get too far ahead and get this battle going too far along until I at least get my reinforcements. And I'm going to set up our conscripts here kind of in the middle where we can use them on either side of the battle wherever we need them. Who is this over here? Who is this? Okay, this is another cavalry unit. We'll set them up over here. We've got plenty of cavalry. All right, let's get time ticking along here. And I'm not going to get in too much of a hurry because I want my other corps. I want the Army of Mississippi to get here. So we're going to move Halls up to the Wilkinson Turnpike here. Not going to move him far. We're going to move Hampton. We're going to let Hampton just move on up this highway here. Hampton, just move your boys on up. And Loring, you move your boys up behind Halls. Barksdale, bring your cavalry on across the river up that road there. And let's just start getting an idea of what we're looking at here. They should have some pretty good defenses set up. And I'm going to try and be patient and wait on the Mississippi, the Army of the Mississippi to arrive. If we need them. We may not even need them. We'll just have to see. Forrest, bring your cavalry up toward the General Smith store there. Hampton, have you got your orders yet? He has not got his orders yet. This ought to be a fun little battle. I haven't been able to be on the offense in a while now, so it's always fun to fight an offensive battle. Garland, bring your conscripts up here to the Blanton farm. Stevens, you fall in behind him. You guys just be ready. I wouldn't mind an opportunity to let y'all get some experience. I'm going to speed this up while we're waiting on everybody to get their orders and to start marching. Hampton still hasn't gotten his orders yet. Hampton, why haven't you gotten your orders yet? What is the deal here? Okay, he finally got his orders. He's got his boys moving out. Barksdale still has not gotten his orders yet. All right, Halls, move up a little bit further into the forest, please. Forrest, bring your boys straight on up to the general store. I'm probably going to cross them over the river as well. Okay, Stewart, bring your artillery along and set up in front of Hampton. I always thought it was cool kind of playing at this level with the paper map view level. It's always been kind of cool. Oh, it looks like I got some kind of spam thing in my chat here that's filling up this huge window. Oh, I hate it when that happens. I apologize about that, people, but I don't want to click. If I click off of this game, it goes to the desktop if I try to get over in my Twitch studio, so I try not to get into my Twitch studio and mess with any of that stuff. This game doesn't play well with losing control on the... He is just all crammed up against that river right there. That I don't understand that, what he's doing there. I'm going to kind of give him a little bit of a break here, though. How's it going, Howie? Okay, Loring, bring your boys on up behind Halls there. Just stay behind Halls. I'm going to have to get in my Twitch studio and figure out how to... these chat boxes in the window where they won't just permanently stay up there, especially when they're big like that. I hate those spammers. Somebody spams my chat. I've tried to go in there and figure out what the setting is that controls that, and I just haven't been able to identify it yet. Barksdale, come on up here to this intersection. Well, I was going to wait for the Army of the Mississippi, but I think I may probably want to just start moving in. Halls, keep bringing your men forward. Hampton, bring your boys on up that road, further up that road, please. Cheatham, You start coming up the road as well. Follow along behind Hampton. We're going to keep our conscripts close by in case we need them. General Polk, let's get you in a little more centralized location. Let's get you on this little knoll over here where you'll be between both wings of your army, and Hampton can get his orders a little more of a timely manner over here. Don't know exactly what he's doing. He is in a bad setup over here. If he doesn't get lined up for battle, it's going to be bad for him. That's all I can say. It's going to be really bad if he doesn't get his men lined up. And I'm taking my time just as slowly as I can. I'm trying not to take advantage of the AI here, but Forrest, go ahead and cross your cavalry over the river. Loring, come in behind Halls. Hampton, tell you what, let's do. Why don't you just... Where is... Hampton, bring your men further up this road here, please. Yeah, he's starting to slowly get them lined up out there, but I don't know. I think it's just a hopeless situation for him. I don't know where the rest of his army is. He should have a lot more than what I'm seeing here. I just want to make sure I don't get surprised again. Yeah, I just want to be careful. Barksdale, cheat around to the left a little bit more. Let me get an idea if there's anything further back over that way. Stewart, bring your artillery up to that plateau there. Cheatham, bring your boys up behind the artillery. Halls, why don't you just come on up to that fence line there, Halls. And Loring, you bring your boys up behind Halls. Draftees, just stay close by in case we need you somewhere. This is just confusion right here. Just absolute confusion. Unless there's something I'm missing. I don't know. It just looks like absolute disorganization and confusion to me. Hampton, be sure your boys are long range. Halls, make sure your boys are long range. Loring, long range. Cheatham, long range. He's got one brigade back here standing between him and Hampton. I don't know. Don't know how that's going to turn out for him. Stewart is getting his artillery in place. Hampton, come further up the road, please. Cheatham, bring your boys up too. Boys are supposed to be long range. They are. Okay. Forrest, cheat on around. Loring, bring your guys up right behind Halls. Be ready to help out. Draftees, stay close at hand. I don't know, I may be trying to get a little too clever by far here. Though he is a little out of range, I think we may be fine here. Looks like my artillery is already starting to fire at them. So he is starting to get a little bit of a fishhook turn in his line here. I'm not bum rushing him. I'm trying to give the AI a little bit of an opportunity to react to me here. My lines are a little disrupted, so I'm going to have to give my boys an opportunity to get reorganized. Halls, how are your boys looking? They're in good shape. Hampton is the one that's going to need a little time to get his guys reorganized. Also, Cleburne. Cleburne, why have you stopped maneuvering? Okay, he's got his boys where they're supposed to be. Cheatham, I mean. Cheatham, come forward a little more. Let's just slowly tighten this noose. We've got to give Hampton an opportunity to rest his men. He's marched the furthest of anybody. Though they already look like they've recovered and they're in good shape now. Just going to take our time here. We've pretty much got them surrounded already. I don't think we've lost any men yet. We don't have any losses yet. Hampton, have you lost anybody? Hampton, go ahead and send out skirmishers. Halls, why don't you send out skirmishers too? Go ahead and send out your skirmishers. Skirmishers, get on up there. Let's move these skirmishers on up and let them start causing some problems for the enemy here. I'm going to let Halls step off here and Hampton step off here in just a little bit. I'm going to give Cheatham a chance to rest his boys. Yeah, I'm going to let his men rest just a little bit. Hampton, why don't you step off now? Step off and start advancing. Cheatham, advance a little bit further. Halls, step off and start advancing. General Polk, I need to get you in a better place. Let's get you over here. Barksdale, you cheat up. Forrest, cheat up just a little bit. I'm going to use these my cavalry maybe to chase down somebody that's retreating. And Featherston, actually, let's get you over here in case they try to retreat out that direction. Okay, Hampton, why are you crisscrossing your men? Really? Why couldn't you have just moved them straight ahead? Fulkerson is heading all the way over there. I don't get it. Okay, Stewart, keep pulling up your artillery. Pull your artillery on up. Cheatham, keep bringing your men forward, Cheatham. I don't know what Hampton's doing. He's crisscrossing his men in front of the enemy. He's got his men marching. Oh, God, I hate it when they do that. You need to be attacking. You need to be attacking. And you move up. Just move up, please. Move up. Right. McCowan, are you in range? All right, McCowan, start attacking. Lawton, start moving up. Ruggles, where are you going? Lord, he's already lost 400 men. I've got to back him out. Really? Get over there and help. You've already lost 300 men. All right, I'm going to have to take over these brigades. I see that right now. Attack, please. Attack. 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 Everybody find somebody to attack. Oh my God, he's lost 600 men. Really? Better slow this down. That brigade has only lost 50 men. Get in there and help. You start backing away. What are you doing? You're supposed to be firing at them. Charge them. Okay, Loring, bring your boys up. These guys right here are studs. Okay, I need y'all to charge into them. He still only lost 100 men. I need you to get over here and help. Okay, that didn't work well. That shook them up, though, a little bit. Not much, though. Okay, Ruggles, get up there and help. This 3rd Brigade, they are some studs, no doubt about it. Ruggles, get up there and help. Hurry up. Attack whoever is directly in front of you, please. This 1 brigade he's got back here is just tough as nails. He's only lost 400 men. Ruggles, get up there. Okay, they're finally starting to break. Finally starting to break. Stay on that cavalry unit there. Ruggles, get up there. Daniel, you need to get on that cavalry unit. Drafty, start moving up to help. Loring, I need you to come on in. Forrest, you need to come help against somebody. That unit still, this brigade still has not broken yet. God, he's lost 900 men. Dadgum. Okay. Smith has lost 900 men. Let's give his boys iron discipline. Daniel has lost 500 men. This was a costly battle. I probably was reckless and got impatient, which I do a lot of that because I just don't want people to get bored watching my battle. But it's costing a lot of my men their lives when I do this. Move on in. Okay. Go ahead and halt. Barksdale, you halt. Okay, you boys back on out of there. Barksdale, back out of there. How are we doing? All right, y'all keep up the pressure. Keep up the pressure. Keep it up. Keep up the pressure. Get on in there and help against the river. Oh, he's lost 900 men too. I got to get him out of there. Get out of there. Get on out of there. All right, Cheatham. Just bring your boys on up. Hampton, your men are tired. Why don't you get your men reorganized over here? Loring, bring your guys on in. I may have to bring in my... Stewart, come closer with your artillery. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. He's only lost 70-something men, so he can continue. We've actually done pretty good over here up against the river. Why don't you go make sure these guys don't come back? He's doing a fighting withdrawal to get up against that river over there. Cavalry, keep attacking. Charge. Come on and attack. What are you doing? Attack! What? Well, attack. Really? Why are they acting like they don't have any range? I don't get it. I need you over here helping. Need you helping too, please. God, he's getting annihilated right there. Get out of there. Just get out of there. Get out of there. Their good weapons are really kind of starting to pay off for them here. Also, I don't know why I can't seem to maneuver through this field here. Having the hardest time getting my men to march through this field. And we're getting to them piecemeal, and it's really hurting me. Should have waited for my reinforcements. Should have waited for my reinforcements. They're a tough little nut right there. I'm gonna have to back off. I'm gonna have to back off here and regroup. Everybody back off. Everybody retreat. Cavalry, you're supposed to be getting out of there. Every cavalry units, get out of there. Okay, you get out of there too. Just everybody back off. We're losing way too many men. Back off. Get out of there. Back off, back off, back off. Back off. No, back off, back off, back off. Let's pull up our artillery. Let's just use our artillery against them. You back off too. Just retreat out of there. Everybody needs to be backing off. Yeah, back off. Get out of there. You're supposed to be getting out of there too, please. Just get out of there for time being. Let's pull our artillery up. Artillery is coming up. We can go ahead and make sure these guys don't come back. I do want to make sure they don't come back. So let's bring our cavalry. Barksdale, where are you at? He keeps jumping around on me. Barksdale, bring your boys over here too, please. Oh, he broke. He just broke on me. Get your boys out of there. Why are you not moving? Go right now. Okay, let's get our boys reorganized here. So who we got here? Halls. Halls, just let your men rest where they are. What a mess. That was probably, to start off so well and so nice and lined up, everything just totally fell apart on us there. Totally fell apart on us. They were a tougher little nut crack than I thought they were going to be. And they really did have some really good weapons. I think they had those Henry repeater rifles. They were just eating my guys alive, especially Hampton's division. And his little maneuvering that he did over here, where he tried to march his men in front of the enemy and line them up crisscrossed or something. Whatever it was he tried to do, just absolutely got his division annihilated. I don't want those guys coming back right there. Stay on them if you can. I think he's going to try and just retreat now that I'm giving him some breathing space. Keep pulling your boys back. Keep pulling your boys back. Can you at least get your boys out of the, what are you doing? Get your boys out of there. Why is he not moving his men? What are you doing? Get your men out of there. Really? You're going to charge them. Fine. That better work. Well, Posey, go help him. Go help him out. If we're going to charge him, let's charge him. Well, it worked. Thank God. Thank God it worked. Yeah, I think he's trying to get out of there. I'll tell you what, I'm going to just let him go. Back off. Back off. That was a tougher nut to crack than I was expecting. Even with my overwhelming numbers, he did have better weapons than me. I'm gonna let him go. My guys are exhausted. I took a lot of losses on that assault right there. A lot of losses. Daniels, just stop. Daniels, just get out of there before you get attacked. Just get on out of there, Daniels. What do we got going on over here now? What's going on right here? Is he trying to get somebody across that river? We'll go help him. Okay, we managed to break them too. Oh, man. Looks like my cavalry commanders are just taking over here under their own initiative. They're charging everything that's within sight of them. I'm going to let this army go. They inflicted some casualties on me. Let's look at our casualties. It says I won a major victory. I lost 7,000 men, though. That's way more men than I can afford to lose. But they lost 17,000. But I can't lose that many men. That battle was very costly for me. And I think the caliber of weapons had a lot to do with it. So it's fixing to start getting a lot more challenging for me as the Union forces start getting in these really good weapons that they have access to. I'm going to have to really be more careful and take my time. Wait for my reinforcements. And I'm going to have to control my men at the division level. I can't have my division commanders maneuvering their men out in front of the enemy like Hampton was doing over here. Instead of sending his men directly forward, he decided to send each brigade from each wing over to the other wing and march them across the field in front of the enemy with superior weapons, which was just turned out to be a complete disaster. All right, what have we got going on here? We've still got a lot of cavalry charging going on here, and they're doing good. I'm going to give them the cold steel, though they are getting exhausted. Why don't you come over here and help him? Looks like Barksdale, or who is this right here? This is, I can't seem to click on them. Yeah, this is Barksdale. Looks like he is taking the initiative to do some charging here, though his men are getting very tired. He's fixing to charge this battery too. Yeah, he's sending who is this? Where are you going? No, stay on them. Just stay on them. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up and let this end. Yeah, I can't afford to lose 7,000 men. Can't afford to lose 7,000 men. They lost 19,000. It's going to get bloody. It's going to get bloody and violent. Yeah, I apologize about that spam comment there. I've been going into my chat settings. I can't figure out how to minimize those displays up there at the top right. I mean, I like them, but I want to be able to turn one off if I need to, especially if it's a spam chat like that. So I apologize about that. Still haven't quite mastered Twitch Studio yet. Doesn't seem to be the most intuitive interface to me, but I'll figure it out somehow. I'll figure it out. Well, we won a major victory, but man, I lost more men than I like to lose there. The Confederacy can't afford to lose those kinds of numbers. And those were volunteers too. It was a glorious victory, though. It was a nasty battle, but we won it nonetheless. We'll take the victory. Now, those corps are going to be retreating on out of here, but he does have other corps up here that he's probably going to be bringing along. I'm going to drop a quick save here just to be safe. Have a nice, safe restart point if we have any shenanigans. And let's get back up here to Virginia and figure out what we're going to do over here. General Stewart, I want to bring you over this way because I know he's got about 3 more corps up here somewhere, and I want to know where they are. I think we're going to bring Longstreet across the river at the Rapidan Bridge. And I may bring the Army of the Shenandoah around as well. And let's converge on them if we can. And I may transfer some divisions. We've got the light division here coming up into Fredericksburg. We've got them available. Maybe they will be able to come in as reinforcements for us. Okay, let's get time rolling here. Go up to 5 speed and see if they try. It looks like they've kind of camped out at the crossroad. Nope, what are they doing? They're moving. Let's slow this down again. Okay, he's got 2 other corps coming there. I'm going to withdraw. I'm going to withdraw Stewart there as we continue to maneuver. Yeah, that's what I was afraid he was doing. He was trying to draw me up here, and then he's going to swing around real quickly and come at me at the east, in the east. What has he got here? He's got 30,000 men in that corps. All right, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to try to take these guys on first. And he is at corps level organization, so he's definitely going to be getting his reinforcements. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to transfer some divisions from the Corps of Northern Virginia up to the Army of Shenandoah. Well, he's got 30,000. He's got 33,000. He's got 30,000. Let me halt him real quick. Why don't we do this? Why don't we just cross the Army of Northern Virginia across the river? Double time. What's he got right there? I can't get it to... He's got 21,000 men. General Stewart. Why don't you... I can't command him yet. No, let's halt. Let's halt. Let's not cross the river yet. Let's transfer instead. Let's transfer a division over to Army of the Shenandoah. Let's send him Ewell's division. And we're going to keep the Army of Northern Virginia here in the Fredericksburg area. So the Army of Shenandoah will be getting their reinforcements in 2 days. Let's keep time ticking here. Oh, he went straight across the river, didn't he? Come on back. Come on back towards Fredericksburg, please. It looks like General Stewart's going to get away from this corps here. General Stewart, come over to... General Stewart, come over to Culpeper, please. I'm going to start inching the Army of Shenandoah up toward this first corps here. We're going to try and take them on. I don't know what to do with Northern Virginia here. Do I keep them on the north shore of the Rappahannock, or do I get them down here? Let's just keep them there for the time being. I keep changing my mind. I keep changing my mind because I don't know where these guys are going. I need to be able to either move this way or move this way. And having them right here at this bridge is probably the best thing. All right, so when is he getting his reinforcements? They're still 2 days away. So I don't want him moving until he gets his reinforcements. So halt. Stay where you are. We'll give him foot cavalry too. Army of Northern Virginia, why don't you come up to your supply there? He's got 30,000 men. We're still waiting on Ewell's division. Hold on. Let's go check on Tennessee. Okay, they're trying to come down at me from this way now, over here. He's got 16,000 men. We've got 52,000 men. Okay. Going to bring in the Army of Kentucky. Going to keep bringing them in. They're going to be handy to have over here. You guys keep coming. Keep force marching. Army of Tennessee, come on around, and you force march as well. Army of Mississippi, move up here to Charlotte. Start moving to Charlotte. Waiting on him to get his reinforcements. Going to move him away for the time being. Don't want him getting into battle before we're ready. One day away. So those guys are marching through the back roads across into the Shenandoah Valley to join up with the Army of the Shenandoah. How are we doing over here? I want to catch up with this army here. You go ahead and force march, please. Kentucky, you keep coming in to Nashville. Army of Shenandoah still waiting on Ewell's division. Still waiting on Ewell's division. Army of Mississippi, keep coming along here. Army of Tennessee, come on into Charlotte behind them. Army of Kentucky, you keep coming along as well, please. All right. They've got 37. Ooh, golly, we've got 93,000, but a lot of our guys are going to be coming in hours later. But now he's got guys that are going to be arriving 15 hours later. So I think we're actually in much better shape than they are. Much better shape than they are. So I think we're finally going to run these guys out of Tennessee and maybe open up an opportunity for us to move up into Kentucky. I managed to get those 3 corps in the same area with a lot of force marching, which is going to give us numerical superiority. However, what we just learned from that last battle, wow, 113,000 men. What we learned from that last battle is their weapons. They have some incredible weapons. and it's going to be real costly to our men. It's going to be a lot of battles this episode. Awesome compared to last episode. We didn't have many battles at all. Okay, once again, they have the it looks like the same battlefield. And we're starting much further away, too. I mean, it's the exact same battlefield. And what's probably going to be the same situation here. Which means I'm really going to have to take my time. I really have to take my time here. Okay, let's go ahead and get everybody spread out. So we've got Bowen's division. Bowen, let's line you up on this road here. We've got the Texas division. We'll line them up here on this road. There is our... What's the deal with all of these guys? Who are they belong to? Where is their division commander? It's Parsons' division. Okay. Parson, let's put you there on that road. Who do you guys belong to? Oh, these must be our conscripts. Okay, we'll put our... Oh, no. Oh, man. I hate when I do that. Boy, it's easy to misclick. It is easy to misclick in this game and really throw everything off. Walker, get there. Bowen, get there. Parsons, line up here. Haygood with the artillery, you get there. Hardy, Texas Division. You line up over here. You line up there by them. And then let's get our draftees over here. They'll come along. And we got McRae, one of our cavalry, out here. All right, we're going to take our time this time. Get everybody in position. Wait for our reinforcements. Try not to do some crazy maneuvering in front of the enemy. Okay, Walker, you come on into the town here with your boys. Parsons, you come on into the town with your boys too. We'll speed this up as we move. Chambliss, why don't you come out here as well? Tillman, head on out that way. McRae, come up here. Parsons, why don't you get on across the river with your boys? Walker, you get on across the river with your boys. Tillman, get on across the river, please. Chambliss, get up there. Slow this down just a second. Bowen, you come on into the... hold on. Bowen's division. I know he's got more than one unit in a division, surely. Bowen. Yeah, bring your division on up the road, please. Haygood, bring your artillery along. And then we're going to bring the Texas division along here shortly. There's only a few roads to get across the river on, so looks like these guys are already starting to get in each other's way. We'll get there though. We've still got the Army of Tennessee coming as well. I'm going to have to be patient and let my artillery soften them up before I go in with the attack, because I've got to take their superior weapons into account here. Okay, Bowen. Keep coming up the road there, please. Haygood is bringing his artillery. Okay, where is Hardy? Hardy, bring your boys on up into the town now. McRae, why don't you come on up there? Oh, Chambliss is part of the Texas division. That's why he's coming back. Okay. All right. Tillman, come on up to Gresham Lane. Let's see if they have anything up there. Parson, bring your boys on up to the Blanton farm. Withers, keep coming up the road with your boys. Looks like my other reinforcements are coming into the map here. Okay. Draftees, move on up the road. Haygood, keep coming forward with your artillery. Hardy. Bowen, I'm going to send you after Parsons. Hardy, you're going to come along after Walker up here. So your boys will cross the river that direction. McRae, come on up to McFadden's Lane. And here comes the Army of Tennessee back here. Okay. Okay, there they... Oh, hello, Tillman. Back up. He's not going to get his orders for a long time. Well, you might as well attack somebody, Tillman. Why not? If you're not going to retreat, you might as well attack. Now get out. Now get out of there. Well, I can't. I can't make him retreat. Oh, he's fixing to retreat for sure. Tillman, get out of there. I can't make him retreat. Well, fine then. That's just fine. Right, Parsons, just line up and face them. Walker, take your time. What's going on over here? Who are you guys? Who do y'all belong to? That is... Okay, General Polk's army is coming in. There's Cheatham's division. Cheatham, bring your boys up there. Bring your boys up here, please. McRae, cross the river. Bowen, come on up by Parsons, please. Withers, cheat your guys on up the road a little bit further. Hardy is going to come up the road behind you. Halls, you come on up into town. Those are our conscripts there. Who is this? That must be our artillery. I'm going to definitely start bringing up the artillery. Hampton, bring your boys on up here. Loring, bring your boys into town too. Haygood, let's start bringing your Haygood, where you at? Let's start bringing your artillery up this highway here. And we will send some conscripts along to protect you. This is going to be a big battle. I've got to really take my time here. I can't get in a hurry. I've got to wait for everybody. Army of Tennessee. You guys just start heading this way. I don't care how you get where you're trying to get to. I'll catch you along the way. Everybody just start moving, though. All right, we got Parsons here right in the middle. We've got Walker taking the far right. Maybe we can roll them up from the right over here. I may start cheating Parsons a little bit to the right. Bowen is getting lined up in the center as well. Haygood, actually, why don't you come up here? Whoops, hold on. Haygood, why don't you come over this way, please? Come over here. Bowen, you bring your boys straight on up. Walker, let's cheat you a little further up the highway. And we're going to bring Hardy, the Texas division, right up along behind you there. McRae, come on into the battlefield, please. Well, this battle's going to take up just about the entire map because he is stretched all the way across here. Okay. Now we just got to wait for the Army of Tennessee to come on up and get in place. I'm going to let General Polk take care of maneuvering his men and getting them pulled up. We got a lot of confusion back here with Haygood. Haygood's gotten tangled up with the Army of Tennessee. That's going to cause some problems for us with our artillery. We're not going to have our artillery when we need it unless he can somehow get through. But he's got complete confusion going on here. Yeah. Artillery is going to be out of position. Right, Walker, what shape are your boys in? We just got a lot of low caliber, low key weapons here. Okay, Walker, bring your boys up to that fence line right there. Hardy, where's Hardy at? Parsons, how are you doing? Parsons, just get your boys up into the forest. You're going to have to be the one that comes through the forest, Parsons. Can't be helped. Somebody's going to have to come through the forest. It's going to have to be you. All right, they're starting to remaneuver. Hardy, keep coming up the road. Let's keep working on that flank, boys. Keep working on that flank. McRae, you come along with Walker. Bowens, just inch your boys closer. Where is my artillery at? Here comes my artillery here. Right, come up to that farm, please. Baylor, you come on up to the farm, too. Looks like he's backing up. He's going to try and pull his men back and consolidate his lines, which is a smart thing to do, especially if he's got good weapons. He's curling up his line, which is what you got to do when you're being flanked or somebody's trying to flank you. Though it looks like he's leaving Reno behind right there. So, I don't know. I don't want to get too far ahead. I've got to wait for General Polk to get his men up here, though. And they are coming. Barksdale, why don't you find his flank for me? Barksdale, let's bring you forward. See if you can find his right flank for me, please. Right, why don't you keep coming up with your conscripts? See if you can find his right flank for me. Hardy, bring your Texas division forward. Walker, bring your division forward. Let's just try to keep rolling him up over here. Let's keep rolling him up. Okay, here's Chetham's division. They are getting in play. Where is Chetham, though? Chetham, you need to catch up with your boys now. All right, Chetham, you're going to come in behind Parsons. Let's bring your boys on in behind Parsons. Who have we got over here? We got Greer. Greer, you come on in behind Parsons as well. Parsons, how are your boys looking? They're winded. They're winded. They need to rest a little bit. I'm going to let them rest. The rest of the Army of Tennessee is coming up. We're starting to see the definitions of his lines, I believe, here. I think his cannons are opening up. They're not doing really any damage to us though, so we're in fine shape here. Jenkins, you come on up behind Bowen. Walker, you continue to roll up the right. It looks like we're fixing to be on top of the objective. He's surrendered the objective to us. Hardy, you kind of follow along with Walker. Roll him up on the right. Parsons, I'm still letting your men. Okay, Parsons, I'm going to inch you up a little bit closer. Greer, you follow along behind Hardy, please. Who do we have here? What division is this? This is, I'm not sure who those belong to, but I want you guys to stay in this general area here, please. Barksdale, we're still trying to find his right flank. Come up to the right out farm there. Walker has captured the objective. Walker, come on, march straight on through the objective and keep swinging around on the right. This will be a good time to tell everybody to go long range, I believe. Bowen, tell your boys to go long range. Okay, the Army of Tennessee is coming up quickly. Very quickly. Who do you guys belong to? You belong to the Kentucky Boys. All right. It's end of day. It looks like we have the opportunity to build something to at least protect the I think we can build some parapets to at least protect the objective here. Just some parapets just like this here. And Do I want to upgrade them? Let's upgrade them. That's all I can do. And that's all I'm going to do for that. I'm not going to overpower the AI with too many breastworks and parapets and things like that. We're just going to let it be. We're going to let it be what it is. Okay, Walker, your boys need to be long range. Hardy, your boys need to be long range. I'm going to line you up right there. Chambliss, let's get you in the back. Jones, will pull you forward a little bit. Okay. Parsons, your boys need to be long range. I'm going to get you right up in their grill. You guys are part of Cheatham's division. You're going to come in right behind Parsons. When Parsons' men get tired or what have you, I'm going to pull him back and let you take over the line right after Parsons. Now we've got Bowen's division. Let's get them on long range. We're going to get Bowen right up in their grill too. Bowen, you get right up in their grill. Loring, you're going to come in right behind Bowen with your boys. Get you on long range. Halls, let's get you as close up here as we can. Long range. Barksdale, put you right there. Okay, and artillery. Let's get some artillery right on this little plain there. And we've got, where is Haygood? Let's get your artillery. Let's get your artillery right over here. Where do we want his artillery at? I'm going to put you up here behind the objective. Haygood, I'm going to let you protect the objective with your artillery. Okay. Now we've got Forrest's division. Forrest, I'm going to put you on this side of the river up there. Now who else do we have? This is Hampton's division. Okay, where do I want Hampton? Hampton, I'm just going to bring you in from the far left side. And then we've just got miscellaneous. We've got miscellaneous cavalry units. We've got plenty of conscript units that we're going to keep on hand here. It's another one of our conscript units. These are General Polk's conscript units. We're going to keep them on hand as well. Let them get some experience. Okay. And General Pope, now I got to be very careful here. I want to get you right there with your army. So General Pope's going to take the left. General Jackson with the Army of Mississippi is going to take the right. Is this all they've got? Surely not. Let's get this started. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't expect him to be crammed up against me like that. I didn't even think he had the possibility of doing that. Now that's going to cause some issues there. Now that's some crazy shenanigans right there. All right. Don't know exactly how that happened, but Hardy, start moving in on them. Parsons, start advancing. Bowen, you start advancing as well. Halls, start advancing. Hampton, start advancing. Okay, I don't know how they ended up. Is that one of their units right there? I don't know how that happened, but that messed them up for sure right there. And his reinforcements still haven't arrived yet, so he's in a lot of trouble. Yeah, he's in some serious trouble here. Yeah, he was right up against my artillery, and my artillery's just eating him up. All right, well, you guys just hold the parapets right there. I'm going to advance in Hardy. Hardy's going to continue to advance. Parsons advancing, and Bowen is advancing. Forrest is going to guard this river crossing in case anybody tries to cross this river right here. He's going to stop them. Speed this up. Bowen, get your boys moving now. Cheatham, you move up too. Draftees, you come up behind Hardy. I want to march and move these draftees. I want to let them get some experience. Even if they're not actually fighting in a battle, I at least want them maneuvering. Does anybody get any upgrades here? Doesn't look like it. I think they're trying to run, maybe. Don't know. They're just backing up, hoping that they can catch me with their superior weapons as I come in on them. I'm just going to let my artillery continue to work here. I may go ahead and send out some skirmishers. From the main line here. Just to harass them, keep them honest. Don't want to make it too easy on them. They do still have good weapons. Hardy, how are you looking? Hardy, keep bringing your boys forward, Hardy. He's going to have to march through that forest. Parsons, how are your guys doing? They could use a little rest. Bowen, keep bringing your boys up. Halls, keep bringing your boys up. Hampton, keep bringing your boys up. Skirmishers are just giving them fits right now. Everybody else is keeping their lines organized and coming on up. Stewart, bring your artillery closer. Lots of skirmishing. Parsons, keep coming forward. Bowen is supposed to be coming forward. Draftees, you move up too. Cheatham, come forward. How are our skirmishers doing? Ooh, you better pull your boys back, Maxie. Pull your boys back. Hindman, pull your boys back. Anderson's boys are doing fine. The brigades are coming up. Hardy's Texas boys are coming up. Right in the middle here, and they're fixing to be able to start firing. I told you to go long range. Get your boys long range. Parsons, are your boys long range? Yes. Okay. Okay. Hardy is coming into the battle. His guys are in their battle lines here. Fixing to start rolling them up. Hopefully his reinforcements can at least arrive. I'd like for that to at least happen. This is just way too much for this little corps. I was hoping to fight both of his corps. Hey, how's it going there, Wizard? Well, I'm trying to run the Yankees out of Tennessee. And I think I might have got lucky in this battle. I managed to catch one of his corps isolated and by itself from the other corps. So I'm just pretty much just bringing in overwhelming force here. Just absolute overwhelming force. Yes, they are retreating. Okay. I was expecting him to already have been reinforced by his second corps, but they haven't made it onto the field yet. So we're just kind of bullying these guys here. Why you bully me, man? Why you bully me? Whose corps? This is Parsons' corps. Parson. Keep moving up, Parson. Bowen, you just tighten the noose on them. Halls, you tighten the noose on them as well. Why don't you two? Let's just everybody tighten in the noose. I'm going to speed this up while we close in on these guys. They're in pretty bad shape. I was hoping his other corps would come in and make this a pretty epic battle. But I'm going to go ahead and let these guys go. Tell you what I'll do. Hampton. He's maneuvering. I'm just going to let him go. Just going to speed this on up. Yeah, he lost 2,800 men. I could have been a better battle. I took my time getting to him. I figured his other corps could have gotten onto the field with as long as it took me to get across the map. But his second corps was like 18 hours away, so they never made it. They never made it to the battle. Colonel Haygood has become famous. I'm going to have to give him a promotion. What? Colonel Tillman, that's my poor artillery, my poor cavalrymen that blundered right into their lines. Oh, I hate that. I'm going to have to replace him now, and it wasn't his fault. It was my fault. I got impatient and sent my cavalry way out ahead of my lines and just blundered him right into one of their brigades. And then I wasn't able to recall him. So, yeah, I'm pretty vicious with my cavalry commanders. You don't want to be a cavalry commander in my army because I'm probably going to misuse you and you're probably going to get defamed before it's all over with. I am pretty vicious with my cavalry commanders. Yeah, let's see if he got defamed. I'm pretty sure he did. See if I can figure out which army he's part of here. All right, which one? Here he is right here. Yeah, that's a shame right there. And that's my fault. It's not his fault, but I hate that. I hate that for him. Whoa, McIntosh gets a promotion. We're definitely promoting McIntosh, but I'm not giving him command of that little cavalry brigade. I will give that to one of my lieutenant colonels. Let's promote this guy, and we'll give him that brigade. All right. Yeah, this is the corps that we just defeated. Now, they still got this other corps over here that did not take part in that battle, so we do still need to deal with that corps. Let's drop a save real quick here. So we've got that to deal with, and we've still got maneuvering going on up here in the Shenandoah Valley. We've got a corps that is coming to the Shenandoah Valley against the Army of the Shenandoah. So I'm going to march them and see if we can engage these guys in battle. Let's go ahead and force march and try to catch up with them. Okay. So he has already gotten tangled up with the fort right there. So we should be able to come in and join in on that battle with the fort. And let's see if we can catch up. Oh, they jumped into on the river, didn't they? Okay, keep coming along here. Okay, you stay in Nashville. You come on back to Nashville too. So it looks like he's going to try and march across. That's going to mess him up. He's going to try and march across the forested land with his entire corps. Probably not a good idea on his part. But this is what I want to get into right here. Let's do this battle right here. Army of the Shenandoah under General Johnston. We haven't been able to have a battle with the Army of the Shenandoah and General Stonewall Jackson in a while, so it's going to be nice to see General Stonewall Jackson in action, and of course our Hazzard County Volunteers will be involved in this battle. So we definitely want to see how the Hazzard County Volunteers do. Maybe they'll see some good action and requite themselves well in this battle. Am I using that word correctly? Requite themselves? Should I be using it? Is that correct? I'm going to have to look that up. Every time I use that in a sentence, something inside of me cringes and tells me that I might not be using that word correctly. But I'm sure somebody will let me know. I'm always open to grammar correction. All right, I'm looking forward to this battle. I'm looking forward to seeing the Hazzard County Volunteers and Lucas Beauregard Duke in action one more time. So we are actually defending because they are attacking our fort that we have here. So we are going to be in a defensive stance. They are coming from, they're coming from down that way. Yes, they are. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. They are coming from the east. So let's see now. If he's coming from there, this could be interesting. Now, do we really think that he's back here, or is he out here somewhere? That's the chance that I'm going to take. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the straight, and we're going to see if he can outmaneuver me. He may be able to start out here. If he is, I'm going to give him that opportunity to surprise me. I'm going to play it straight, and I'm going to play it as if he's coming from the expected area, which is his entrance here. So he's actually got 2 bridges that he could come across. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this straight. We're going to do a parapet right here. Did that really use up all my points? Seriously? I thought I had 19. Okay, that's fine. And we'll just do a breastwork the rest of the way here. We'll just do breastworks here. That's fine. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, we had a little creek there, didn't we? So let's do a breastwork like this. And that's all I'm going to do for that. And if he somehow managed to get out over here, which I don't think he would because this is his entrance way over here. But if he did, that's fine. He's going to force me to remaneuver and face him, which will be fun. So I'm going to play it straight and defend the area that he should most likely come from and give him the option to somehow surprise me, which is always a possibility with the AI. So let's get our army here. And let's get everybody in battle formations here. Who we have here? This is our cavalry. Then we've got Smith. Smith, what kind of weapons do you have? We still do not have good weapons in this army yet. There's the Duke boys. All right, I'm going to put Smith right here in the middle. I'm going to let the Hazzard County Volunteers take the parapet right there. The rest of these guys are going to work on these breastworks. We're going to put General Ewell in this section here. Let him finish those breastworks. And Lane, I'll figure out what to do with you here in a minute. Actually, let's put all of Smith's division over here on the... Let's put you there. Let's put some MISC muskets there. Mississippi rifles here. Springfield muskets there. Okay, and we'll put our artillery on the parapets. Yep, just like that. And General Jackson. General Jackson, let's back Ewell off. I want Jackson on the main line here. Want him on the main line, and I'm going to have Ewell kind of on Jackson's, guarding Jackson's flank and his rear to the left. And we're going to get some of our I'm going to put some conscripts on the parapets from the far right. We're going to get Gladden over here. And Johnston, we're going to get his cavalry protecting our far left. Is that everybody in this army here? Okay. And let's just see what happens. We're probably not going to have time to finish these breastworks, but I like to just do it. You never know. We may be able to send out some skirmishers and slow them down, and actually have a chance to finish these things. We'll see. Okay, so Waitman, you start working on those breastworks. Work on breastworks. Work on breastworks. Work on breastworks. Work on the breastworks. You work on the breastworks. All right, let's see if he comes straight at us. If he doesn't somehow fake us out here, that'll make things very interesting. And that's another thing too. Now the objective is way back here, so if he fakes us out on our left, it could be a race for the objective and make things really, really interesting here. So let's get time ticking and see what happens. Don't really see any dust clouds over this way. I wonder if he didn't somehow manage to start out here. Would be very interesting if he managed to start out here somewhere. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Where is he? All right, let's send out some skirmishers. Skirmishers. What is wrong with Wise's brigade? What's the deal with him? Let's try and rally him. He looks like he's a little nervous about something. You boys send out some skirmishers over here as well. I don't think he's over here. I don't think he's over here. He's somewhere else. Which, was there another entrance that I missed? Did I miss another entrance? I don't think he's over here. He's somewhere out in the field. He may have started right over here. I don't see any dust clouds, though. Where is he? Okay, I better get somebody to the objective. Gladden. Get to the objective, please. Sometimes you can see the dust clouds from ground level, but this snow is really making it difficult to see. I don't see dust clouds anywhere. Don't see anything over here. I don't think he's over here. He's got to be out in the general map somewhere. Okay. We're going to have to go find him the hard way. Cavalry units start spreading out. Try to find him for me. I am truly puzzled here. Is that dust clouds right there? Is that him? No, that's just discolored ground. I don't know where he's at. I love it when this happens. You just don't know what. It's just so interesting. So interesting when the AI does unexpected things. In the meantime, we're just plugging away on our breastworks here, like we know what we're doing. There, okay, there he is. Okay, he's over here. He is over here. Well, that's bad luck for him. Bad luck for him. Y'all come back. Glad now I'm gonna let you go on to the objective just in case something weird does happen. All right, skirmishers, go on up there and give him a hard time when he tries to cross that river. Just go on up there and make it hard for him. I'm going to speed this up while he maneuvers. You guys just mess them up while they try to ford that river. Boy, it's bad luck for the AI on this one. This is just a bad starting spot for him. Just nothing. This is just not going to be easy in any way. You come on up and help him. Yeah, this is just bad luck right here. My skirmishers are just going to make it hard for them trying to cross that river. I would not want to be those guys right there. Why don't you come over and just make life miserable for them from across the river, please? He managed to get across the river and only lost 150 men, so that's not too bad. It's not too bad. They should be able to break out of this little pocket here. He's just going to have to charge my skirmishers. Yeah, that's just bad luck right there. Bad luck. Just bad positioning. Yeah, this is not a good spot for him here. They can't get organized. Their men are getting disrupted when they ford the river, and they're all getting in each other's way. It's just a death zone. Just an absolute death zone right there. And I haven't even brought up my brigades. I mean, if I was really, really wanted to be vicious, I could bring up Ewell's brigade and just line them up right here and just annihilate these guys. I'm trying to give him a fighting chance here. But I'm not sure he's even going to be able to get past my skirmishers. If I really wanted to be bad, I'd bring these skirmishers across the river and let them harry them from the rear. Okay, he's realized he's just going to have to charge me now. Probably, yeah, he's going to have to just charge me. Okay, he managed to run those skirmishers off. You come on up and get ready to help out. I'm going to give him the option to break out against my skirmishers. I'm not going to bring my full brigades up at the river. This is going to be exhausting for him, though. Meanwhile, my brigades are still working on their breastworks back here. I will bring Ewell up and just kind of close off this angle here. I don't think I need Lane's division over here. I'll bring him this way, and where's Duke at? There's Duke. Why don't we bring Smith's division over this way? We're not going to need them over here on the parapets. He's trying to cross down here, so. Man, what a death zone right there. Okay, you boys get lined up on the breastworks there. We're going to go ahead and bring back, well, I'm going to let him stay out a little bit longer. He seems to be in decent shape. You send some skirmishers out too. Bartow, send some skirmishers out. And I've got skirmishers back here as well. Let's pull them around. Brown, why don't you do a fighting withdrawal, please? They are just milling around over here trying to get across that river. You get back. Okay. Yeah, just bad luck here. Bad place to start. There's a lot of dead blue uniforms out there laying on the ground. Okay, so I'm going to hopefully try to use this hill here to help me with my inferior range of my weapons. He's going to have to come up to the top of this hill to try to shoot at me, but by doing that he's going to have to get in range of my weapons. So he's going to have to approach me and he's going to have to get within range of me. Okay, Bartow, bring your boys back. Okay, what's going on at the breastworks? You're supposed to be, I don't know what you're doing, but halt. You're supposed to be getting up on the breastworks up there. Why are you marching all the way back here to go back up to the breastworks? Come to the breastworks. And you're supposed to be on the breastworks. Ramzur, you come up close to the line. Fry, come up here. Evans, come up here. Is he getting himself across the river now? It's just confusion down there at the river. Absolute confusion. They're exhausted. They're disorganized. Won't you just retreat out of there, please? What a mess. I don't know how my little detachment got tangled up in all that, but yeah. I think they surrendered. Colston, why don't you just move down this way, please? I'm going to bring my skirmishers back. General Jackson, do you really want to stay back here on that breastwork line, or do you want to come up to the top of this ridge? I think General Jackson wants to come up to the top of this ridge right here. That's what I think General Jackson wants to do. Now you are exhausted, so why don't you just halt where you are? Now what happened to my detachment of skirmishers that I had over here? Alright, General Jackson should be moving his men out shortly. General Jackson, I need you to go long range too. I thought I told you to do that a while ago. Long range, long range, long range. I think we still got a rainstorm and some blizzard stuff going on too. So, all right, artillery. This will be Lane's division. Why don't you guys move on up? Smith, bring your boys up closer, please. Jackson, you should be moving. Yeah, he's moving now. His men are moving up. Oh, I hate when they do the whole crisscross thing. Really? No, just halt. Halt. You move up directly where you are. Don't march all the way across the battlefield. And where are you going? Yeah, you're going to a good position. General Evans, you come on up, and you're supposed to be long range too now. Fry, you come up. Fagan, you come up. Ramsur, let's give you... Bartow, what's your problem? What is your problem? A little worried about Bartow here. Okay, he seems to got his men under control now. Though he has lost 227 men somehow. I don't know how. That must have been his detachment that got captured earlier. His detachment of skirmishers. Burn it. Go long range. I keep having to tell these guys to go long range, and it's very annoying. General Ewell, bring your boys up behind General Jackson, please. Smith, what are you doing? Your guys are supposed to be coming up, though they are marching through a forest, so that's not helpful. Wise. No, I'm going to cancel that. Stay where you are for now. Ramzur, keep coming up, please. Guys, please go long range. Please. Please get your men firing long range. There's nothing more annoying. I don't even know why I have to tell them. Evans, come up here, please. You've got longer range weapons. Let's use them. Where are my Hazzard County Volunteers at? Okay, they are fragmented right now. They've been marching through the forest. I do want you to go long range. As soon as you get your cohesion back, we'll get you back into the battle. Right now, Jackson's division is carrying the battle. They are just in a killing zone down there. Okay, B. Ease a little bit further up that hill. Bartow, you ease a little bit further up the hill too. Where's Evans at? Evans, you never want to follow. Okay, he's coming. I always have to give him his orders about 3 times, it seems like. Okay, he's got a brigade coming out, looking like they want to challenge me. Evans halts. Let's let Wise take them on right now with his mixed muskets. End of the day. Huh. All right. I'm not going to worry about any parapets or anything like that. I'm going to just leave it the way it is. And we're going to continue. Let's keep going. I want to get my artillery up on that ridge line right there and just fire down into him with my artillery. Artillery, why don't you just keep coming forward? Get on that ridge line. Fagan, get on up here. Okay, Evans, now you can come take over the left flank. Man, he's lost 1,200 men in that 3rd Brigade right there. He has lost some men, no doubt about it. Okay, Bartow is winded and exhausted. Let's bring up Stevens to take over his spot in the line. Elliot B is our center right now. He's the one holding the center pretty much. Evans, get moving. I keep having to check up on Evans because I'm never sure if he's following my orders or not. Let's get Fry across the creek. Get him across the creek. That brigade there has only lost 280. Johnston, what do we want? Let's just let you stay where you are. I'm just trying to make sure I don't get too many people in each other's way here. Duke boys. Hazzard County Volunteers, where are you? There they are. They are marching. They're still trying to get behind that barricade. I'm going to let them do that. Evans, get in position. Stevens, move forward on the left over there. going to speed this up because I think they're fixing to start retreating and getting out of here. Evans. Move. Evans, run. Get in position. I get more annoyed by Evans. I don't know why he's so tired. He's moved maybe 100 feet. And now he's tired, dispersed, and very tired and exhausted. You got to be kidding me. Why aren't you firing long range? You've got those Mississippi rifles. Fire long range with them, please. They are in a bowl of death down there. Just an absolute bowl of death. Evans, his men are exhausted now. I actually marched him 100 yards and his men are exhausted. I mean, there's just nowhere for him to go. I don't know who that is on the bank right there. Ah, he's got somebody up there trying to flank Evans. Evans, back on out. Start backing out, Evans. Can you get over there and attack them? Who's got some long range muskets? That's cavalry over there. They do have good weapons now. His cavalry from the far side of the river backed up over there was getting into Evans's flank. But Evans is getting his men out in good order, even though they are exhausted. So I'm going to give Evans a break. Looks like they are pulling out. Man, that's a lot of dead corpses out there. All right, who's got the best range here? Yeah, they're retreating. I'm going to let them retreat. I'm not going to try and run up the score here. Gonna let them go. I can't close that little panel there for some reason. Alright, well I'm gonna let them get on out and go. They pretty much had no chance in that battle. Not a chance. He lost 8,500 men. We lost just 1,300 men. And some of those was because of me mismaneuvering some skirmishers. I got a little too aggressive with some skirmishers and got about 200 men captured there. That's okay. The Battle of Fort Carlisle. I like this dude's checkerboard pants right here on the far right. That's pretty cool. His pants right there. I like those. Those look pretty cool. Uh-oh. What? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. We don't need a crash right now. I hope it comes back to me. I don't want to lose my progress in that battle right there. I have not had this. I don't think I've ever had this game crash on me. I hope it doesn't crash. Okay, it's coming back. Good deal. Good deal. Colonel Weitzel loses face. I think that was an enemy commander. Okay, so I think we'll run them out of the Shenandoah Valley yet again. But we are low on supplies, so we may need to move on up into Winchester and get some supplies for the army here. He's got an army there as well. I think we're going to bring up the Army of North Virginia here. And we're going to get our units transferred back from the Army of Shenandoah now that we're done over there. So let's get those units transferred back from Shenandoah. Let's bring Smith's division back with the Hazzard County Volunteers. Let's bring him back up under Longstreet. We'll leave Ewell over there. And let's bring Johnston's cavalry back. Okay. Yep, that's fine. All right. Now he's got about, I know, 3 or 4 more corps over here somewhere just waiting to pounce. This one corps that we run off isn't going to amount to much. But I'll take it, and we've still got to deal with these guys over here. So he's got this corps here, the Army of Kentucky, marching through the wilderness, which is not going to do much for their readiness at all. What's he got there? He doesn't have much. Tell you what, why don't we halt you? Let's halt you there. And let's figure out where this crazy guy is going. What's he doing up here? He's still trying to get through up there. So he's got that corps up there. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not too worried about this guy in the middle of the forest here. Why don't we go up here and run these dudes off? We'll double time up that way. And let's halt your movement. Want you on hand to deal with the Army of Kentucky here. Why can't I attack these guys? Get on top of them. Get them out of here. And you, where in the world are you going? Let's bring the Army of Tennessee back over here to Charlotte. Get that back under our control. And we still got the Army of Kentucky here. Just standing by wherever they're needed. Okay, he's finally getting out of here. He is finally routing on out of here. I want him gone. Okay, Longstreet, get your guys up to supply up here. He's waiting on his 2 divisions to get back under his control. And we've got General Stewart here. We have some good projects to look at, maybe. No, nothing really good right now. We'll hold on that. Just having to fight these guys in the middle of winter time, that's just not helpful for anybody. Okay, I just love how he retreats deeper into my territory. It's really annoying when they just retreat deeper into your territory. Okay, Army of Mississippi, you stay there by those supplies. Bringing the Army of Tennessee over here to Charlotte. And we've got Kentucky guarding Nashville. I don't know what he's going to do down here. He can't possibly be getting any supplies. Okay, he's withdrawing. Yep, he's withdrawing. All right. Let's get Stewart's cavalry up here by supply. We've got the Army of Northern Virginia with all of his divisions now near his supply. He's getting his readiness back under control. General Johnston is back in Winchester, getting his supply back under control. Why don't we try to run these guys on out of the Shenandoah Valley? They didn't go very far, and I want them to go further. He's still got 23,000 men there. Do we have any invasions going on anywhere? No surprises along the rivers, so I think we're good there. These guys are routing, trying to flee. Going to drop a nice little save here. All right, they're fleeing on up toward Kentucky. These guys here are not going far enough, though. Uh-oh, what do we got here? Okay, so he's got 24,000 men. He's got a little bit more than I have. We've got General Jackson's division. His men should be very demoralized, though. I'm going to go ahead and fight this battle. It's going to be equal terms up here at Harper's Ferry. Let's just see what happens. This ought to be pretty interesting. I may withdraw. I don't have to win this battle. He has 27,000 men under Heintzelman. He is going to outnumber us because I did transfer those two divisions out of this army back over to Longstreet. So, yeah, it's about as close as you can get. I think one thing that we do have in our favor is they are very demoralized, but they are going to have better weapons than us. They will have better weapons. So I'm not going to push it too hard. I will withdraw if it looks like it's going to be too costly. I'll withdraw back to Winchester. And General Johnson is determined to be safe when he attacks. Yeah, well, sometimes you have to do that. Now, we do get to be in a defensive stance here. He's going to be coming down the main road. All right, as usual, I'm going to play it straight here. I'm going to build my parapet like so. Hold on. Going to build a parapet like so. Then I'm going to do some breastworks like that. And no. We'll do breastworks, and we'll do a little breastwork over here. Uh-oh. Yeah, just like that. All right, let's get the army out here. Let's get everybody spread out where I can see them. All right, gonna let you take the right flank here. Who's got the best weapons? Evans has the Mississippi rifles. We'll We'll put him on the corner. Ramzor, you'll work on Fagan will work on breastworks. Fry, you'll be on the creek here. Fry, you're on the creek there. Well, Fry, you're on the creek. Yeah, get on the creek. And everybody go long range, please. Why are you not going long range? Okay, General Jackson, we'll put you. Got Springfield rifle muskets. Let's put those on the corner. Stevens with Mississippi rifles. Put you in the center. Bartow reboard muskets, you work on breastworks. Wise mixed muskets work on breastworks. Colston, you're going to work on breastworks. Gladden, we're going to use you to fill any holes. Lane, let's get the artillery up here onto the parapets. Okay. Let's get this going. Ramsey, start building breastworks. Fagan, breastworks. Bartow, Wise, Colston. Okay. General Johnston, why don't you just come up here in a more centralized location? I'm going to speed this up. We will deploy skirmishers out to the creek. Boys, please go long range. I just don't know why I even have to tell you. Just go long range. You send out skirmishers too. You as well. Okay, they are building the breastworks. We're just going to wait for him to come. He's coming from way up here, so he's probably just going to come straight down through Winchester. This is the main road, but he does have options to try to flank me on the right, so I'm going to be curious to see if he does that. He also has some options to flank me on the left, so I'm just curious to see what he does. Going to speed this on up. Here he comes. Looks like he's coming straight on at me, maybe to my right as well. All right, we're still working on breastworks here. Gladden move over to the right because it looks like that's the area he's leaning towards. Yeah, his men are demoralized from their last recent defeat, so I don't think we're going to have too much to worry about here. I don't think this is going to be much of a threat at all. Even though they do match us in numbers, and even though they do have better weapons, I don't think they're going to be much of a threat to us. In fact, let's go ahead and send our skirmishers further out and harass them even more. Just go harass them, boys. Go harass them. Make them work for it, boys. Make them work for it. Why don't you send out some skirmishers too, please? And go long range. Gotta get your boys up to that creek, please. Harass them, boys. Harass them. Just get out there. Yeah, their morale is really low. They're still shaken up from the last battle. All right, Evans, just start doing a fighting withdrawal. Slow this down a little bit. B, keep the pressure on that cavalry. Don't want them coming back. You pressure that cavalry unit too, please. Evans, pull your boys back. Flank these guys, please. Still working on breastworks over here. Almost done. Evans, stay on the creek. You fall back to the creek as well. Fighting withdrawal. He may be trying to move over to my left over here, so you boys hurry up and get those breastworks done. You come on up to this end there. Actually, get right. Get right there, please. Yes. Okay, you start doing a fighting withdrawal back to the creek. Those guys are already shaken up. They may not make it past the creek. Okay, they're still working on barricades. Keep the pressure on him. You're in good shape, so don't let him rest. Yeah, this army, they are not in good shape. The men are demoralized. They want to get out of Virginia. They do not want to still be in Virginia. What shape are you in? You probably need to keep backing on up. What about you? Bartow, they're in good shape. Yeah, just keep that cavalry unit on their heels there, please. All right, Stevens, hold that creek line for as long as you can. He's already lost 850 men just from our skirmishers alone. Just from our skirmishers. Okay, Bartow, start backing up. Stevens, you're doing a good job. Keep them at bay at the creek. Why don't you orient yourself that way and help him, please? They're going to be exhausted by the time they actually get to our main battle line. Are you done with that parapet? With that? Yes, you are. So get back over here. Actually, yeah, get over here. Our skirmishers have just totally demoralized these guys out here. They're just now starting to get to our battle line and the parapets and the artillery that is on the parapets. And they are in canister range as well. So you need to do some canister fire. Can't make him do canister, but he should be doing canister fire automatically. It looks like he is because these guys are withering right here. Stevens, how are you doing? Come on over and help him. Bartow, get back up to the creek, please. Man, this is just a death zone out here. Hey, Dingleberry, how you doing, man? Glad to have you join us tonight. Oh, I'm just trying to run the Yankees out of Tennessee and Virginia, man. I got me a little defensive line here up behind this creek. And we're fighting at the mouth of the Shenandoah Valley here, trying to win this little battle here. I think we're going to win it because this enemy's pretty demoralized coming into this battle, so they're having a hard time. Fagan, why don't you get up there and help? He tried to charge a cavalry, it looks like, at my battery here, but they got in canister range and they're getting annihilated. Yep, they're all right. Stevens, yeah, bring your boys back in. B, why don't you bring your boys back in too? Bring your boys back in. And Evans, bring your boys back in. And we'll let them just charge our main battle line here. He's got some power out there, but they're just demoralized. Ramser hasn't even been hurt out here. All right, Ramser, let's bring you back toward the creek then. Those guys just broke. Bartow, bring your boys back in. And get lined up. Get lined up on that breastwork right there. There you go. Evans, you're supposed to be bringing your boys back in. I have to give Evans his orders about 3 or 4 times every time. I'm starting to see a pattern here with him. It's like I can never tell him something once. I have to tell him 5 times. All right, how we doing here? Yeah, they're not going to stand up to the fire coming from that parapet. They are not going to do it. They're going to have to back on out. I may unleash General Stonewall Jackson on him here in just a second. He's got a strong brigade there. General Jackson, do you want to go out, sir? Do you wish to attack, sir? Yes, I believe you do. So why don't you start sending your brigades forward, sir, to attack? Wise, you go along with them. And Wise, why aren't you long range? General Jackson, you are free to assault the enemy, sir. General Ewell, take your division and assault the enemy, sir. We'll speed this up while our division commanders decide how they want to follow my orders. Well, the enemy is retreating, so we'll see if they decide to chase after them and do anything. Ewell hasn't gotten his order to assault yet. Okay, looks like he's bringing his skirmishers in. I don't see Jackson doing anything. Looks like they're just going to let them retreat. So I'm going to speed it up here. Going to leave that up to them whether they want to pursue or let the enemy retreat. Looks like they just want to let them go. So that's what we'll do then. We only lost 184 men in that battle. Very good. We shall let them leave the field with dignity. I like these colorized versions of the pictures. Really just brings it so much more to life than those old grainy black and white images. And it's so real. The way they add those colors just makes it look so realistic too. I mean, I guess it is realistic. There's a science behind it, so I guess they know what they're doing. It's just so cool looking. I love it. All right, I don't think we had anybody get defamed there in any of our armies. Hopefully, that's going to get them out of the Shenandoah Valley once and for all. You see, yeah, they're routing. They're getting on out. They should move on back across the Potomac River there. Okay, now we still do have a corps here in the Manassas area that we're going to need to deal with, but I've got to get my readiness up and some of my corps. I know the Army of the Rappahannock, his readiness was just destroyed when I crossed him to the south side of the Rappahannock River and over that ford, and that just killed his readiness. So I got to let him get his readiness up. We've got to let the Army of Northern Virginia get their readiness up. And, of course, our Army of the Shenandoah just came out of a battle. So their readiness is suffering, too, a little bit. So we're going to have to rest a little bit. And we may need to rest our armies here in Tennessee. We've split them up pretty good over here in the battles that we fought. We've split them up. They're running in every direction. We may want to try and chase them down, maybe pick a corps and just chase after it and just see how that turns out for us. But I think that's enough for this little episode. It's been full of a lot of cool battles that we fought. We've been playing a little over 3 hours, so I guess this is really a good point to go ahead and end this episode. So I've really enjoyed this one. I hope you've been enjoying if you're following along with the series. I will get this uploaded to YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube, please drop a like and any kind of helpful suggestions. I always appreciate that. So I will see you next time, guys. Have a good night. Talk to you later.